Hey everybody, what's up? It's Logan, and at this point you've already registered for the webinar. And what I want to give you guys first and foremost is a big thank you and a congratulations because you have taken an incredible step towards your success and your future. I'm going to give you some of the most valuable information that you can get regarding your real estate investing company and how to take it to the next level around things that are actually working in 2019, not the traditional methods that everybody is still teaching today. But what I want to give you are 5 things that you need to do before you attend the webinar. Okay, it's 5 things. They're very simple. I'm going to run through them real quick and make sure that you do these before you attend the webinar. Number 1 is make sure that you're in a quiet place where you can really truly focus on all the incredibly valuable information that I'm going to give to you on this webinar. You need to be able to focus and understand the things that I'm giving to you on this webinar. Number 2, you need to make sure that you get to the webinar about 10 minutes early. The reason why is even though you've reserved or signed up for that webinar time doesn't guarantee you a seat. And the way the technology works is that if you don't get there and say 100 seats fill up and you get there after those 100 seats are already filled, unfortunately the webinar can't host any more people than that the way we've got it set up. So make sure you get there about 10 minutes early to make sure you reserve your seat and you're going to be a part of the webinar that you registered for. Number 3 is to make sure you're watching this webinar on either a desktop or a laptop computer. Don't try to do it on your mobile phone. It just doesn't come out right, and unfortunately the calls come in, the texts come in, and it'll mess up the way that the webinar goes through. So make sure you're in front of a desktop or a laptop computer. Number 4 thing that I need you to do is that you need to have a notepad or something you can take notes with near you or present during the webinar. I'm going to be giving away so much valuable information that you're going to want to take notes, and it tends to go pretty fast. So make sure you have that and you can jot those notes down because you never know. Those notes may just be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to you by the time you're done taking them. So make sure you're a good student and you pay attention and take good notes. The 5th thing that I need you guys to do is just make sure that you've blocked off enough time in your schedule to truly focus on the webinar. You need to block off around an hour and a half in your schedule to ensure you're able to go through the whole webinar, digest everything, and truly understand all the information that's going to be discussed with you. Guys, this information was life-changing to me. It was life-changing to my business. I need you to understand how valuable this is. This is the stuff that everyone else is not teaching, okay? This is the gold. This is the real stuff that's actually working in 2019. So definitely just make sure you take in the webinar to the best of your ability. Do those 5 things. Again, I'm going to name them off again. Things that you need to do prior to the webinar. Number 1, okay, make sure that you show up about 10 minutes early to ensure you get a seat in the webinar. Number 2, make sure that you're watching it in a quiet place where you can truly focus. Number 3 is make sure you're watching the webinar on either a laptop or a desktop. Number 4 is make sure you got a notepad or something you can take notes with regarding all the great information from the webinar. And number 5 is simply to make sure that you have blocked off enough time in your schedule. Give yourself an hour and a half. And guys, I cannot wait to share with you all the incredible stuff on the webinar. It's going to be a great event. I'll be able to chat with you guys. And in the meantime, make sure you take care of those 5 things.